I'm here, North Carolina. It's a totally different world from Texas. Yeah, guys, passed through Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, part of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Come to Asheville. The rest, I hear the rest of North Carolina is really not like this place, but this is interesting. It's like a liberal. I don't know, safe haven in America. Things are very unusual here. They're backwards here. This is like Austin in Texas. Yeah, conservative, a conservative state, but Austin is liberal, and it's the capital. It's a very similar situation here. I mean, they reduced 40% of their police budget in Asheville, and gave that 40% as reparations over to black community, whatever, organizations or whatever. Unheard of. It's the first city in America to do that. Tell me that's not liberal. Now, the ones that voted that in, yeah, they need to, they're not going to be the ones getting robbed. They're not going to be the ones getting, it's crazy. Asheville's really kind of peaceful right now, but I was really surprised with the wealth this city has to see so many homeless. Yeah, I walked a lot through. I got some books I'm going to share with you, right? But let's go through my day. Okay, Martin Leakey went back to Cardiff, Wales. He spent 30 days with us. He got real sick when he got back. He's just now getting back into the swing of things. We're expecting him back. So Max Egan came and stayed with us twice. Went to New York and came back and stayed with us even longer the second time. And he and I got to know each other real well. Most of you know we did a video that YouTube took down a year. We did the video a year ago, but YouTube recently took down. The only thing we can think of, it's called Reset Cities of the Deep. It's because it had his name on it. So he's like a social media hot potato. Anyway, Max and I got along great. I really like the guy. He's a unique guy, but he was fascinated with Martin and I's research in our presentation on the Great Wall of Rome, the Great Wall of China actually being Roman architecture. So he and I went deeper. And I'm going to tell you now, guys, even after the video that we released on BitChute and on Archaix.tv, Max has gone even deeper. He saw things that Martin and I did not see, and he's putting together his own presentation. He used Google Earth, and he found things that absolutely prove what Martin and I said about that construction, that it is a highway and it was attached to shipping. It's amazing what Max has found. So another thing that was interesting is Max and I uploaded that video to BitChute, and within one day it was the #1 trending video, and it moved to the trending of the week video, and there's like 20 slots for that, and it very quickly moved up to 15th. The next day it was at 8th. The next day after that it was the 4th most popular trending video on BitChute. I thought that was really interesting. I don't know of anything. I don't really watch BitChute, so after that it may have made it to #1. I don't know. But Max was getting a lot of traction with that video and people contacting him about it. I thought that was really cool. But something that Max showed me is very alarming, but this I have seen with my own eyes. Max told me to sit next to him and look at his laptop. So we looked at the video, and we saw it had like 21,000 views. And I'm like, he says, my videos tend to plateau out like this because they steal my views. He says, it's not BitChute. I know the owner of BitChute. He's not the one doing this. It's this is Google search engines, deep state. Somebody has the ability to go in and take views in real time. And I'm like, you know what? I've heard people being shadow banned. There's many people say I'm shadow banned. I don't know, but I watched it. I sat next to Max Egan and watched that video climb. Every 10, 15 minutes, we just drank coffee, made small talk, and he kept saying, look at the screen, look at the screen. The videos kept going up. The views kept going up. And then he would refresh, As soon as he refreshed, the views were gone. He'd lost 5 to 7 to 8 views. So we started doing the math. So wait a minute. So your views are going up. It's showing. The algorithm they're employing for censorship, you can't see evidence of its operation until you refresh. You just see the views climbing. Then you refresh and the views are all down. He did this for over 3 hours. I was convinced. I didn't need to see anymore. It's amazing. It's not BitChute. He personally knows, and the owner of BitChute likes Max Egan and has worked with him to clean up his channel, because Max is the most trolled channel on BitChute. So that was pretty interesting. So we put the video up on Archaix.tv, and there's a lot of videos on Archaix.tv now, and a lot more about to be uploaded. Especially content I can't put on YouTube. Not just video content, but PDFs, things you can download, research data sets. Yeah, that's where all that's going, because I can't put that on YouTube anyway. All I can do is these little posts, and that's not enough. I used to use Facebook to put all my research on. I used to have long monologues on Facebook, and people used to follow them. They liked them. They're still in the Facebook group. You just have to dig. You have to go all the way back and dig. Facebook group's not just videos. I got over 200 articles and posts on the Facebook Archaix group. There's 20,000 members. You just have to go into the past, and you can see the majority of my research in there for free. But for people who want it really easy to find and edited, for modern consumption, yeah, it's Archaix.tv is where we're going to be uploading all of that. So I thought that was really interesting about the BitChute, because if it's happening on BitChute, remember guys, it's a tenet of Archaix. If we can show that something is true somewhere, then it's probably true elsewhere as well. It's probably true everywhere. So yeah, shadow banning is real. It is real. But I'm going to give a salute right now to all those truckers out there. Not just truckers, but even van lifers like me. It's a mystery machine. You all know Scooby-Doo. It's a mystery machine. We're out there trying to solve stuff. And this is what Archaix is about. But you truckers out there, you guys put up with a lot of bullshit. And I'm going to tell you now, man, hey, my hat's off. My hat's off to you, man. Because you guys put up with a lot of shit, not just from civilians, but from law enforcement. And I'm not critical of law enforcement. I live and I love my state of Texas, which is a law enforcement state. But I'm going to tell you now, you truckers put up with a lot of bullshit from these small cars, disrespectful drivers, motorcycles, people zipping in and out. They don't understand the concept of air brakes, how hard it is to stop. You're carrying. You're carrying 20 to 60 tons worth of shit. Some of you carrying more than that. Listen, it's not easy to bring a vehicle, a tractor that size to a stop. And man, I get it. I understand these damn our infrastructure has not been tended to as it should, and there's a lot of places where these deep ass potholes are just ripping the struts out of vehicles and damaging your tires and ripping the rubber right off the tires. Listen, man, you truckers deal with a lot. When you go through these weigh stations, man, I know that's a pain in the ass. You got these troopers. Every single state wants to get a piece of you. They want to write tickets, man, for anything that's off. I said, you guys put up with a lot, and civilians really don't know what you're going through. I get it. I do get it. When I got out of prison, I was going to be a trucker. I had done a lot of homework on it, talked to a lot of guys who were in the joint who had been truckers. I understand how it's changed fundamentally from the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even 90s. And now there's more of a financial burden on you concerning fuel consumption and some of the things that you need that your trucking companies used to provide for, and now they make you buy it. I said, yeah, man, I get it. I said, you guys are the backbone of America. Everywhere from San Diego. I've been to San Diego twice. I've been in Arizona twice. I've been in Nevada twice. I've been in New Mexico twice. I've been all across Texas multiple times this year alone. And I see truckers everywhere. And you guys are the backbone of America. You guys are the ones keeping all this shit together. We would not have an infrastructure without you truckers. You're taking it on, not just the oil and gas, but also food services. Even the hated corporations like Amazon. Hey man, you guys are still doing it what needs to be done, making sure everybody gets what they need. You're basically the blood and life flow of this. And I can't believe during this video these people are doing this construction work. It has been absolutely quiet all morning until I started this video. I had to edit out my little episode of rage right here. It's been absolutely pin drop quiet since I've been here. A couple days now. And as soon as I started the first video here in Asheville, I've got all kinds of noise. I got people on the staircase doing construction work. I got people out here operating machines and blowers. You know what? Artificial intelligence X. So, you truckers, you guys are invested with something that I don't possess a lot of, which is patience. I don't have patience for idiocy. I don't have patience for I just, you know what? I don't need to make this video about me. You truckers are the shit, and the world needs to know that. You're not just in America, UK, Europe. You truckers are the ones that, you're the lifeblood of our infrastructure, and people don't recognize that. And on a daily basis, you get disrespected. People cutting in front of you and playing on their phones and not paying attention. And anytime there's an accident with a trucker, the trucker's always wrong. The company's always wrong. You lose your CDL. It's because some dumbass is playing on their phone, not paying attention. And yeah, man, I get it, man. I get it, man. Hey, I got much love. I got much love for my trucker brothers out there. Tractor operators, heavy equipment operators, all you guys, man. So I just wanted to give you a proper Archaix shout out. So let's get into these books. Asheville's been good to me. Unfortunately, I did visit a high-end place, and they absolutely knew and understood the value of their books, and they charged me full price. But you know what? I'm building a library for a very definitive purpose, and it's worth it to me. So let me go through some of these books. So this book right here, beautiful, beautiful cover. I love that. Watchers of the Sky. Yeah, this is a real nice book. It's only 1922. You know, I like my books to be a little bit older than that, but it's a pretty interesting book. This is literally a history in verse. That's how artistic they were back then. This is a history in verse poem. Tycho Brahe, Galileo, all the astronomers, Ptolemy, all the astronomers up to the state of astronomy in 1920. That's what this book is. Highly artistic, but very informative, but it's a history lesson as a poem. Yeah, we haven't seen stuff like that since the days of Lucretius. Yeah, 55 to 51 BC, he came out with on the origin of the universe, Lucretius, or the mechanics of the universe, something like that. Guys, I found a hardback Cruden's Complete Concordance. I have cited this in my videos. This existed before Strong's Concordance. This has the original Aramaic, Hebrew, Babylonian, Greek, and Latin roots, cognates, definitions of words that are all found in the Bible. Man, I used to live in Cruden's Concordance. I had one when I was in prison, when I was doing my research. It was a reprint paperback that some Christian ministry was just giving out for free. But I got the original now. Okay, Danny of the Unfuckers group, Unshackled, Removing the Shackles, she's going to be jealous about this one. 1801. This is, yeah, they charged me $100 for it too. This is a receipts book on how to make everything you see listed here in multiple different ways to make these items. All the things the Fortune 500 companies do today. This is an old receipts book. It teaches you how to make all kinds of things, from crayons, everything, inks, all kinds of healing tinctures and ointments and salves and medicines, and this is amazing. This is the second one I have. You literally have to get a magnifying glass. How do they even print this stuff? How did they even print this stuff like this? It's amazing. It's tiny. Tiny as hell. Here's inks right here. Yeah, guys, gotta be real careful with this book. This is 1801. Absolute beauty. It's Mackenzie's 5,000 Receipts. We'll put that over here. Okay, here's another American treasure right here. This right here is Uncle Remus. The book's already coming apart. The artwork in this book is fantastic. It is fantastic. This is a very old book too, 1881 or 85, 88, I believe. It's not well put together. I do have some pretty good fiction books. Look at that, trademark, regulated, U.S. Patent Office on the cover. Really good illustrations in here. I don't want to open it right now. That book's got to get some TLC before I go to showing it off. They charged me $250 for this book. It's 1863. Comic History of England. This is going to be great, guys. This is going to be great. It also has 200 woodcuts. It's got all kinds of artwork in here, stories. It's also in small print. These are see, I love these pictures because I can show them on Archaix. I can show all these fascinating pictures. Ink block drawings they have. They're all in here. They tell a story. Some of them are really good. I told you guys I got a lot of amazing pictures in all these books in the Archaix library now. But Comic History of England, they don't even make books like this. They put a lot of effort into their books back then. They really did. This one needs a little TLC too. I got some threading happening. All right, you ladies out there, this book right here, The Mother, Teacher of Religion. This is a literal textbook for mothers who want to teach their children how to be spiritual, how to be, well, also religious. I will say that, also religious. Got something in here. Schneider's Books. This is old. Wow. Wow, okay. The place probably doesn't even exist anymore. 46 North 9th Street. Yeah, but this is literally a book for mothers to instill a respect for religion and spirituality in their children. It's very interesting. All right. That book is over 100 years old too. So, go move to this next one. Here's another classic. That Printer of Udell's. Y'all see that book? Yeah, this is 1902 and 1903 by Harold Bell Wright. Look at that. Think you guys can see that. But it's 1903, the Wright Brothers were the first ones to fly, weren't they? Isn't that what we're told? Yeah, this is a classic fiction, guys. I got a few of them. I got volume 1 and volume 2. Don Quixote right here. Volume 1 and volume 2. So we'll be checking these out. I know Toltec Shaman or Perceiver Joel, he really loved these books. He'd probably like this one too. Don Juan by Lord Byron. Right here. Man, I scored, guys. Just this haul. I'm going to go out and shop some more today. I got to be careful though, because I spent more money than I needed, but still, it's worth it to me. And but this entire trip is already justified just from this haul here. Just from this haul here. So I got 2 books right here, very old. You can see them. These are from 1870. I got both volumes, 1 and 2. This is, well, I'm sorry guys, this was written in 1870 and reprinted in 1900. Stonewall Jackson and the American Civil War, written in 1870 by Lieutenant Colonel G.F.B. Henderson. This is a 1900 reprint. So we'll see what they got to say. They were already rewriting history by this date. Our Deportment. It's another little nice gem from 1882. It's filled with artwork too. This is on manners, conduct, etiquette, behavior, and dress that was acceptable among upper echelon society in 1882. That's what this book's about. It's got a lot of pictures too. This book actually preserves culture. That's why this book is so important. It's a pretty big book too. And this is all about dress, behavior, etiquette, manners, and all different types of things you say that's acceptable in public. How you dress, how you behave for men and women. Here's Lands and Peoples. This is not an old book. I got it because it's informative as hell. I don't even believe it's old. 1929. But yeah, this is really good. There's a lot of artwork and pictures I'm going to pull out for you guys in here. It's just packed. I saw castles and star forts in here. I saw things like, wow, I haven't seen these pictures on the internet. A lot of good stuff in this book. So we're gonna explore this. Look at that. Beautiful book. Lands and Peoples. Hope y'all can see that as well as I do. So let me get over here, show you. I got this stack I want to share with you guys right here. Here is really good artwork in here too. This is Mr. Courier and Mr. Ives. This is basically, it's essentially a window into the 1800s. What life was like. A lot of good artwork in here too. Here's the book. The paper cover's already falling apart. I hadn't even looked to see what the. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So there's that. Another good book. You're gonna start seeing these up. H.T. Webster. This is the best of H.T. Webster. It's not very old, but it's a reprint of all the cartoons, political cartoons that Webster was famous for. So you're just gonna start. Some of these are relevant today. Civilizations change, guys. Culture changes, but people don't change. That's why these comics are timeless. You're gonna be seeing a bunch of these. I'm gonna start posting them. This is a modern book, but it's probably one of the best on the topic, Tutankhamun. I had no idea. I have seen so many things about Tutankhamun's the discoveries in encyclopedias, but this gives the details. It goes through every artifact found in Tutankhamun's tomb, and I'm seeing some really interesting things. Now listen, guys, this is the curse of Tutankhamun. All these people, a lot of these people that were associated with removing those artifacts from there was a curse written on the wall. Listen, the newspapers exploded back then because all these people died mysterious deaths after excavating. Howard Carter was the first. He was the first to excavate, and everybody associated to his archaeological team died mysterious deaths very quickly. Now, we can definitely say that was a curse, but I'm gonna tell you now, it was probably intelligence operatives taking them out, assassins, because they probably found something in Howard Carter and them probably found something in Tutankhamun's tomb that people weren't supposed to ever associate with Egypt. Yeah, guys, censorship was real back then too. I'll give you an example. A Mason named Humphreys Brewer exposed the fraud of Colonel Weiss when Colonel Weiss claimed to have found Egyptian hieroglyphs in a cartouche of Khufu identifying the Great Pyramid. It's the only time Egyptian hieroglyphics have ever been found in the Great Pyramid. He said that, and he showed them, but Humphreys Brewers told the press that Colonel Weiss is a liar. Me and some other guys used local dyes, and we put that in there. Yeah. This is 1837, guys. The misinformation and the rewriting of history goes back far. It's deep. It's deep, guys. And that's why I love These old National Geographics. I found 4 National Geographics to add to my collection. I already have a few at home, but I found 4 more. All of them different ones from 1938. Anything before World War II. Anything before World War II is a gold mine. So these are good. These are good. They got all kinds of pictures, and man, they just openly talked about a lot of things that National Geographic doesn't talk about anymore. Yeah, guys. So this is my haul so far from one day of going around Asheville. So I'm going to head out again today. I don't have much time today, though. I do have a podcast. I'm going to be live tonight with Rise Above out of the UK. You know, they do those 5-hour videos, 4.5-hour videos where, you know, they rap, they do a little concert, they talk about current events, they interview 1 or 2 people. They do this every Friday night. I've been on with them twice before. I really like those guys. I would really like to see their show take off. But I'm going on with them again tonight. That's Rise Above. I'm hoping I packed. I don't know. I'm going to have to go through all my t-shirts. I'm hoping I packed a Rise Above shirt. If not, I'll find something else. But yeah, guys, it's a trucker salute. That's what this video is really about. I'm showing you the books I got. You know what I mean? And truckers don't have time to read books. They don't have time to do these things. And I know there's a lot of truckers out there that listen to me, and you're tuned in listening to Archaix videos, and you tell me in the comment section, you send emails to me. Hey, listen, man, truckers have donated a lot to Archaix in the past 2 years. So, man, you know, I'm reaching out, man, in this video. This is an Archaix Truckers salute, moment of silence for you guys, man, because I know you're out there. I know you want to read these books. I know you want to do these things. But man, you gotta punch that clock. You gotta go way station to way station, man. You gotta watch your business, and you gotta look out for all these assholes out there, man, that are not paying attention. They're on their phones and stuff. But you're the one that's gonna catch the blame when an accident occurs. I said, listen, man, I understand, man. Civilians and law enforcement, everybody's up your asses, but not me. I'm going to give respect where respect is due, man. You truckers, I got a big heart for you guys, man. And I'm really hoping that the Archaix family responds in the comment section with big heart comments, too, about you guys, man, and give you the respect you're due.